That's one way to start a game. And there are 8 of these things. By the Shinra Electric Midgar is known as the City of Mako.
Looks like we made it. And with nothing but a few scratches to show. Think you might have overdone it?
I followed the instructions to the letter. Maybe it triggered a reaction with the Mako?
Well, let's hope the city's still in one piece.
But the planet's what matters, right? I mean, this must have helped some.
After all that, it had better have. Anyway, let's get going. We in Sector 8?
That'd be just down there.
All right then, lead the way.
You got it. Huh. Watch out for live wires. They're everywhere.
Ugh. The air in here reeks. Can't wait to get out in the open. Man, what is that? I've never smelled anything so foul. Oh, it's me. Gotta do something about that. And soon.
Nice, quiet little walk.
I felt that one in my guts.
They just keep on coming.
We need to get out of this place.
Was it the Mako density? The primary explosive? The blasting agent?
Hey, we can figure that out later.
I'm running on empty here.
You can refuel at the base.
Next time I'll have to bring a little pick-me-up.
How much farther do we have to go?
Not far. That's about as good a place as any.
Stand back then. I'll set the bomb.
Exactly what you want to hear
Can't wait to take a hot shower.
entering a small space.
She's good to go. Fire in the hole!
You sure told those doors.
Let that be a lesson to anything that gets in my way.
Attention all citizens. Attention all citizens. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. Unidentified intruders have detonated a bomb inside Mako Reactor 1. Multiple explosions have been confirmed, as well as ongoing fire. In response, a disaster warning has been issued in Sectors 1 and 8. Structures in the area are at high risk of collapse, rendering the entire sector hazardous. Therefore, all residents of Sector 8...
No way.
They
This
tracked
couldn't
us
have
to
been
this spot.
Could it?
But what if it was?
What's done is done.
Merc's right. It ain't pretty, but we can't stop now. This was just the first reactor, and the planet won't be safe till we get the rest.
Yeah. We always knew this was gonna get messy.
And this is only the beginning.
Y'all gotta look at the bigger picture here. Nothing worth fighting for was ever won without sacrifice. Though you may not be crying out, I know you're in pain, just like the planet. But it's okay, cause I'm here for you, to help take the load off your shoulders. Your fears, your worries, your concerns, and yes, your feelings. Whatever your problem, I got you.
So, what's our next move, boss?
That's easy enough. We get our asses home.
I definitely see why he's the leader.
We'll split up and shoot for the last train home. Regroup in the freight car. Got it?
Later then.
A merc.
Hey,
You and me.
I'd like my money now.
You can have it once we're back at base.
Hugo. I don't need to tell you what this is, right?
Of course not. It's healing material.
You can have it for saving my life.
Just doing my job. Nothing more.
Yeah. Fact is, I'm lucky you were there.
Survival can be a matter of luck or skill. And you can't rely on luck.
Words to live by.
Yeah, well, thanks.
You do know how to use it, right?
You do know what I was, right?
Yeah, I feel like I need the tutorial. Materia and equipment. Okay. 2 slots where you have fire, and now healing materia. Did we get a secondary weapon?
Okay, I was only trying to help. Oh, before I forget, here's a little something extra for being so brave. That really was the ride of a lifetime. Well, see you on the train.
2 high potions, okay.
The shelf tipped over and I went, ah! And I jumped out of the way! What if the trains have stopped? Stamp will save us!
This has been quite an opening set piece. Who is Stamp? And I just love that they show both materia and now. I think that's so cool when games do stuff like that. Not to undersell like this horrible, horrible destruction.
In response, a disaster warning has been issued in sectors 1 and 8. Structures in the area are at high risk of collapse, rendering the entire sector hazardous. Immediate evacuation is advised.
I can't take it anymore.
If you observe any suspicious behavior, please inform the nearest public security officer. You may alternatively contact security headquarters. I repeat. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. Unidentified intruders have detonated a bomb inside Mako reactor.
Cloud! Up here! Look up! I said look up! Not that way! Right!
In response, a disaster warning has been
more to the
issued
left.
in sectors 1 and 2.
Careful up here! This could collapse at any moment! If you want up, you'll have to use those stairs!
Rendering the entire sector hazardous.
Can you hear me? Where's that stretcher? Where are you?
Ooh.
Get over here.
And it's still blowing up.
What? Why?
Guess at street level we go.
Are you hurt?
section's intact. What the? He couldn't be. But then...
I love this mix of the flashback and the actual destruction. That I feel like they made worse. To get the people less on their side.
Wait.
It's the way we saw him.
You're not real. You're dead.
I am.
I killed you with my own...
Oh, you need not remind me. It was the crowning moment of our time together. But that was then, and this is now. I have a favor to ask. Our beloved planet is dying. Slowly. Silently. Painfully. Can you bear to see the planet suffer? Cloud. Were the planet to die, so many things would be lost. Your hometown that burns so bright. The sound of her voice, pleading for me to spare you. The shiver of her flesh, yielding to cold steel. That which binds us together would be no more, and I would be loath to live in such a world, which is why I must ask you this one favor. Don't worry, it's a simple thing. Run, Cloud. Run away. You have to leave. You have to live.
You bastard!
Good, Cloud. Very good. Hold on to that hatred.
What in the world?
I'm seeing things. Fumes from all the Mako, maybe. All right. You got this.
Like, that was a really cool scene, but what the...
It's no use.
This place got hit too?
You are advised to vacate the area immediately.
I hope whoever
The
did this
explosions
is
at
happy.
the reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires.
Maybe we can climb
Many
over the
homes
crate.
are at risk. It is not safe to remain indoors. Please leave your residences at once. I repeat. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. An evacuation order has been issued to the occupants of buildings in the vicinity of the Sector 8 Expressway. You are advised to vacate the area immediately. The explosions at the reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires. Many homes are at risk. It is not safe to remain indoors. Please leave your residences at once. I repeat. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. An evacuation order has been issued to the occupants of buildings in the vicinity of the Sector 8 Expressway. You are advised to vacate the area immediately.
What a mess.
The explosions at the reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires. Many homes are at risk. It is not safe to remain indoors. Please leave your residences
I'm so
at once.
scared. I should have never said
I
wanted
repeat.
to come up here.
It's
This is
okay.
an alert from the Shinra Emergency
Have
Operations
they
Center.
put out the fires
An
yet?
evacuation order has been issued to the
What
occupants
if
of
they
buildings in the
reach us?
vicinity of
What do
the
we do
Sector 8
then?
Expressway. You are advised to vacate the area immediately. The explosions at the reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires. Many homes are at risk. It is not safe to remain indoors. Please leave your residences at once.
Mom, we want to get our toys.
Not now.
This is an alert from
I'm
the
sorry.
Shinra Emergency
We can get
Operations
them later, right?
An evacuation order has been issued to the occupants of buildings in the vicinity of the Sector 8 Expressway. You are advised to vacate the
Once you're on
area
the street, you'll want to head for the plaza with the fountain. The station's not too far.
have caused numerous ongoing fires. Many homes are at risk. It is not safe to remain indoors.
They've really let it sink in, huh? Just... Yeah. You helped blow up this, and they don't sugarcoat it. If anything, they might coat it with salt. Loveless Street. Okay.
Don't let the intruder escape.
Those in the vicinity are instructed to leave immediately.
Security's everywhere.
Train station, please take a detour and avoid the plaza near the expressway. Train service to station southwest.
What if we fought them in the middle of the street?
You are too weak to save anyone. Not even yourself.
Are you okay? Hey, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Here, this is for you.
Huh? A flower?
That's right. It's a gift. You know, for scaring those things away.
What things?
Never mind. Think of it as a memento.
Just my luck.
I heard that, you know.
How much?
How much?
Well, that depends on the customer. In your case... it's on the house.
Huh?
Lovers used to give these when they were reunited.
Look, I'm involved in things. Dangerous things.
Oh, I'm sure you are. So?
So keep your distance.
Wait, you think someone's out to get you? Is that what you're all worked up about? Relax. No one's going to attack you. I promise.
Hey, a Mako reactor just blew. You shouldn't be out here trying to self...
Help me!
I was about to say, no one's gonna hurt you. Q encounter, but, yeah, okay, Q encounter. Can we do anything about these?
Drop your weapon!
Are you blind?
You know, you're right.
Wait!
Nice meeting you.
Okay.
Sword on the ground! Right now!
These guys I know I can hit. I saw a grenade.
Nothing to it.
And I know it's for effect in the game. But man, that has to be so weird just seeing people disappear into green mist. Okay. That's where we need to go. So that's the correct direction.
You're not going anywhere! HQ, this is Ranger 8 Unit 4. We have eyes on the target. We need backup.
No following.
That's that.
Boom. Dodge. Bop.
Not bad.
Okay.
All clear.
You!
Brace yourself. You're mine. You're done.
Staggered. We combo.
Nothing to it.
Please take a detour and avoid the plaza near the expressway. Train services may be suspended without warning. Should this occur, your patience and understanding are requested.
Pair of power wrist guards. Okay, so equipment, cloud, bronze bangle. If we power wrist guards, sure. I see no reason why not. This is an alert from Shinra Emergency Relief Center.
Just give it up! Don't run!
Marksman! Nowhere to run!
That's that. Now looking good.
Target sighted! I repeat, target sighted! Shock troopers, prep for immediate deployment!
It's over. No. Let's do this. That's that.
Troopers on standby! You are clear to engage! Be advised, target is headed for the station!
All good.
I maybe went a little gung-ho.
We're done here!
See ya. Now you're in for it. Let's do this. That's that.
Don't let him escape! Give up!
Ground forces engaging target in Thompson Plaza. All nearby units converge and provide immediate support.
Spells cure.
Requesting immediate reinforcements at Thompson Plaza.
Where are the enemies?
No way out! Move in!
See ya. Enough.
Ground forces engaging target in Thompson Plaza. All nearby units converge and provide immediate support. Target still mobile. Support. Proceed to rally point at the station.
So much for the direct route. Find another way. Use the rooftops, maybe. But the rooftops look clear.
Over there! Open fire! Shoot to kill!
Close call.
Be advised. Target approaching residential area. Seal all access immediately.
Target sighted! Get him!
It's all or nothing now.
There we go. Upgrade, and I probably made this a lot harder on myself.
Don't underestimate him.
Here we go. That's that. That it?
I see him!
Enough. See ya. Not bad.
Confirmed. Target has entered residential area. Full lockdown is in effect. All units.
Have eyes on the target! You're mine now!
Nothing to it.
Target spotted. Moving to intercept.
Enough. All right.
Not gonna bother you. It's gonna escape!
Get ready. It's over. It's over.
He's here!
This is gonna hurt.
That's that. It's over. See ya.
And we cure.
That's that.
Enemy combatant, you have been warned. Surrender yourself to public security immediately. You have nowhere to run.
Into the life!
Here we go. Enough. See ya. It's over.
Easy!
Grenadiers, gunners take priority.
See ya.
I live.
Dodge, dodge, evade. And cure.
Still in it. That's that.
Think you can keep up?
Get ready.
Stop resisting!
That. Oh, you got
Nope. Okay. Retry from last battle. Yes. I put myself in the situation, I gotta try to get myself out.
End of the life push! I'm gonna enjoy this.
Enough.
Screw you!
That's that.
Nope. Time to end this. You can't win. I'll stop. No way.
Come on. Okay. That's that.
Come on, come on. Unstun, unstun.
Knock it apart.
Gonna cure again.
All good. Let's do this. Let's get this over with.
You deserve to die.
Trooper A. Fire.
You won't get through.
Fire.
Burn.
Cure.
That's it. This won't take long.
Roll back. We'll just use a potion for right now.
Here we go. That'll do. It's on now. Get ready. Calling fire. You're done.
Yo, that was his actual combo, I think.
Snot-nosed punk. Move in! Don't let him escape! HQ, this is Sector 8, Unit 2. Target is surrounded. Moving to secure. Wait! I know that.
Later.
Guess Cloud won't be joining us after all.
No need to assume the worst. I'm sure he's fine. You saw him in action, didn't you? Guy's a soldier. Goddamn one-man army.
You think he's a keeper?
On my go. You had me worried for a minute. What the hell you been up to, huh?
Aw, he really does care.
Security to run around? That's what. Had to draw them away from the station somehow.
Nicely done.
Well, can't argue with results, huh? What?
Wait. Got a question for you all.
What?
Ever been attacked by an invisible enemy?
What?
Wearing robes. Came and went like the wind.
Thought they were invisible.
They were, at first. Only saw them after she grabbed me.
A new Shinra weapon, maybe?
More like a panic-induced hallucination.
Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Suit yourself. Come on, let's move up.
A lot of people here.
And in the freight car, too.
Because of the evacuation order, maybe?
Lucky us. We've got a crowd to hide in. Head for the front of the train and hold there.
Due to an explosion at Mako Reactor 1, an emergency schedule is now in effect. Your understanding and cooperation is appreciated.
Maybe the freight car's not so bad.
I just wanted to be home.
I haven't been down to the surface in years.
So cramped.
Hey, got a sec?
See, my daughter now lives in Sector 8, so...
Why don't you learn to take a hint, buddy?
I'm just trying to talk to...
You're, holding up pretty well, huh? Even after what we saw at the
Why
station
don't you
and
learn
all
to
over
take a
Sector 8?
hint, buddy?
I'm a soldier.
Wow. My hands are still shaking.
You get used to it.
Something to look forward to.
Why don't you learn to take
Or
a hint,
maybe
buddy?
not.
Do you think Wu Tai's to blame?
Little help, Cloud? Please? I can't stop thinking about it. The bomb I made shouldn't have produced an explosion that big. It doesn't make any sense.
The explosion triggered a reaction with the Mako. You said so yourself.
That was my first guess, but shouldn't a reactor have fail-safes to prevent that kind of thing? You mentioned invisible enemies back there, right?
Right.
No. I'm just looking for excuses for something that was clearly my own fault. Gotta own up to it if I'm gonna learn from this and move on. Thanks, Cloud. You're a good listener.
I can't believe I survived that. I was ready to die.
What kind of maniacs would go so far as to bomb a reactor?
They've yet to announce it publicly, but I heard it was Avalanche's doing.
Really? Aren't they the terrorists who tried to kill the president?
Is there nothing they won't do?
Hey, quit talking out your ass. Everyone knows Avalanche only cares about saving the planet.
Just who do you think you are?
A law-abiding, concerned citizen.
Law-abiding? Really?
Shh.
Antagonize him.
In my humble opinion, that explosion was a message. A message to the bastards bleeding our planet dry. Think they got it? Heard it loud and clear? Y'all's masters?
We will not submit to intimidation or violence, but work together for peace and prosperity. That is how civilized people change the world.
That's right.
That is the Shinra Creed.
Them's fighting words.
It's what we believe. We all have to follow our conscience, don't we?
We should go.
Right.
Calm down. It's just a sword.
I didn't hear anything. You gotta believe me.
I am going to be right back.